Just give your money to a bank robber. That'd be a great idea. That's basically what you're doing. The Luna situation is a great example. This is they're going to come after that guy. Just watch.
Binance's Luna investment was worth $1.6 billion and now is worth less than 3,000.
I got it. Hey, if somebody out there can make me an NFT of the Luna dead cat bounce, if it hasn't been done yet, I need that. Someone make an NFT of this L. This is crazy.
Crypto.com brings pay to all Shopify merchants.
Biden administration wants to come after these exchanges and separate the funds. They want their corporate funds and their customer funds to be separate.
I didn't expect anything less from Russia. You know, once they get hit with sanctions, they're going to look for another way around them.
Be sure to check us all out and check out our videos. Oh, God, cut that, Holly. Cut that. Cut that.
This is the Reaper, Steven.
This is Ace coming at you with Reaper Radio, keeping you informed on all things crypto and DeFi. Let's get right into the market news and analysis. Steven, what do you got for us?
Oh, we got a super exciting article, Ace. I'm pretty hyped about this one. Crypto.com brings Crypto.com pay to all Shopify merchants. So this is, a further integration of the blockchain in our everyday life, but something that merchants are really going to like is right here. So on the first month, they're going to waive that 0.5% transaction fee, and then it's going to turn into a 0.5% transaction fee, which some people might not like, but currently, if you use a MasterCard, a Visa card, any kind of card, a bank card, typically the merchant gets hit between, I would say, about 2% to 5%. So this is going to change a lot of things if you're a merchant selling online and you can take crypto instead of a card. It's going to be a lot more appealing to people out there. They're also giving you up to 10% back if you hold Crow tokens. Now, the downside to something like this is I did look at their I think it was their Sapphire card, and you need to hold $4,000 worth of Crow, I believe, to be eligible for this. So I don't know if that Crow goes down, if you're still eligible, or if they lock it in when you do the purchase and then you get the card. But this is going to be super cool for the future of just transactions everywhere. An average of 80% savings on fees when compared to a typical payment processor. What do you think about that, Matt?
Well, payment processing and payments in general, this is a conversation that's been going on with a lot of different innovators in this technology, is they're all trying to make things more efficient. It's been too costly with the current models that they have. And I mean, people are paying exorbitant amounts of money to be sending money to their families overseas and whatnot. So it's good to see that there's other changes being made.
What do you got next? What do you got for us, Matt? Give us the juice.
Oh, yeah. All right. So if you guys recall, in our last episode, we talked about how Coinbase and their 98 million customers were unsecured creditors. Funny enough, looks like the Biden administration wants to come after these exchanges and separate the funds. They want their corporate funds and their customer funds to be separate. And this is, I believe, in response to that particular situation. And Biden, in all of his craziness that he is an old, demented old man, this is probably a good move for them to do, is putting pressure on exchanges to make sure that they're responsible with customers' assets. And if the market can't hold them accountable, then, if this is what has to happen, then so be it. We'd like to see other means. We'd like the exchanges to hold themselves accountable. But realistically, if you're a publicly traded company and you're holding customers' assets and they're unsecured creditors, you don't have any rights to their money. So I'm really glad to see that they followed up with that in a response to that to address those issues. All right, moving right along.
Actually, we'll go back real quick. I just want to point out, because I tell people this all the time, if you don't keep your money on exchanges, you don't have to worry about that. That's what we have ledgers for.
You should definitely put your money in with a bank robber. Just give your money to a bank robber. That'd be a great idea. That's basically what you're doing. The Luna situation is a great example. This is they're going to come after that guy. Just watch.
Binance's Luna investment was worth $1.6 billion and now is worth less than 3,000
at the all-time high.
So they're calling in here for Luna to refund investors, but I mean, that's not really how investing works. I keep hearing people talking about this, and I think that's absolutely ludicrous. No one asks for money back when they make money, only when they lose it. But their tokens were worth $1.6 billion, and now they're looking at about $2,300. And I mean, today the price is even lower, so maybe $1,500. Now, the really crazy thing is that they were one of the leads in a $32 million funding round. So that means collectively, all that funding that went in there was worth a little bit over $17 billion and is now worth, I don't know, 25 grand. I mean, that's absolutely insane. But they had a chance to sell. People all had a chance to sell. You don't keep all eggs in one basket. We know that. People got greedy, and I mean, it sucks, but there's really no recovering from this. They might go back a little bit. We might get a little dead cat bounce, but I think they just might be a dead cat at this point.
I got it. Hey, if somebody out there can make me an NFT of the Luna dead cat bounce, if it hasn't been done yet, I need that. Someone make an NFT of this L. This is crazy.
What else you got for us, Ace?
All right. So our next one. All right. So for all intents and purposes, let's be apolitical about this, but it's nice to see that there is a nation out there that cares enough about crypto to make it a political issue. So what we have is Russia is there's a debate amongst the central bankers, the central banking institution, and the ministers about whether or not to what to do with crypto. And it's really curious that the war has actually created a situation where they've confronted this matter, and they've confronted this situation. And their anti-crypto sentiments at one point may have looked a certain way, but in realizing the effect of economic warfare and sanctions, they've had to they have to look at other opportunities to adapt in order for their country to survive those type of sanctions. And whether we call that good or bad, I mean, it is what it is. It's the technology of the future that's coming, and it's good to see that they're actually going to be giving it some consideration and tax it and all these other things, and they're going to stop bickering about it. That's the most important thing. But yeah, what do you think? What do you think there? I think
it's an unfortunate silver lining to a catastrophe going on around the world, but I didn't expect anything less from Russia. Once they get hit with sanctions, they're going to look for another way around them. I mean, if we were in the same boat, we'd be doing the same thing. So you can't hate on them too much.
They're just trying to survive, man. They're just trying to survive.
So speaking of Luna previously, we've got another article here. The G7 countries urge swift regulation of crypto assets. So it's just a very short article saying that they came together and called on Thursday for swift and comprehensive regulation of cryptocurrencies following the turmoil that has been seen from the demise of the Terra stablecoin last week. So, this is a bit of a politically charged post, even though it's very short and doesn't seem it. But I wouldn't be surprised if this was done intentionally so that countries can start coming out with their own CBDC and then going, hey, it's, look at Luna, but that would never happen with us. So I'd keep my eyes on the news and see what pops up next.
I just don't think it's the best idea that the G7 summit, the World Economic Forum, and people who've never had to starve in their life to be telling people who are starving or struggling in the world how they're going to advance themselves in the future. So I think they could just, kick rocks. I don't know. I don't really think any of their opinions or their efforts should matter. But apparently we give them weight.
So, keep in mind every fiat currency, whether it be paper notes or silver coins or whatever it was throughout the history of mankind, has failed. So maybe the people that keep putting these same systems into place shouldn't be the ones trying to design the ones for the future. We'd like these to be actually, stable, but
it's maddening. What's crazy is we've been doing this for centuries. Guys, are you tired of this yet? We tired of recreating the same models we've been doing literally for thousands of years? Come on. We got something new here. Come on, take it.
That's all we got for you guys today. I'm at the Reaper Steven on Twitter.
And I'm AceX147 on Twitter. Be sure to give us a like, subscribe, and follow below.